I'm nervous not so much for Liquid as a whole,
So Liquid on defense, Apeks on attack. Dude, we bring out the old school. They're actually doing it. This is the 2023 Apeks strat, no? Where Mystic used to buy a shorty on attack.
I don't know how much he could have practiced, and it kind of leans into what Pipson was saying. It's like, how much can you have really put into play on this map?
Yeah, it is.
Camo, 1 HP left on Fluorescent, and the stun was enough.
Yeah, and not sure what you're going to be able to do with this shorty here, Over. Okay, they got absolutely wrecked. Oh, boy. Normally this pistol is great when people are doing the reactive smoke. There was no reactive smoke, so we ended up having a shorty like fully stuck on short. Instead they did a deeper smoke.
I also do like that we see the sort of late usage of some of the guided missiles.
Chat, are we 2-2 for every map on pistols or not? I'm gonna put this here, but I think it could be the other way around. And someone in chat will correct me.
Nothing, but they are taking quite quick control in towards the garage, unfortunately.
The other way around? They won double pistol last map?
Yeah, but there were players close enough to hear it,
okay.
And that was the idea, so Avova gets right up behind.
Boy. Yeah, it's a rough one for Avova at the moment. Wanted the reactive smoke on short, didn't happen. Stuck with a shorty, could have won him this round as well. The solo Teo on A site is going to be rough. If that's how they play it, A is actually going to be kind of weak. And I would not like to be Kamek, but... Yeah, very nice. Actually ended up being really good damage. They got 2 guns away, 1 armory, but one armory rebuy, and yeah, they were relatively unlucky not to get a third killer. Shout out to, was this Batu that was just jumping the whole time? That was nice.
Whereas when you look at Apeks, this isn't quite in the game yet, so you get to see what they enjoy. And I think that we've seen the Foot Classic come out for hype. That's why he has.
Kiko's still with the Guardian.
Experts of the Classic.
He loves it. His whole team loves the Guardian. Okay, so it's a bonus round, and we're going for some kind of aggro stun damage to punish you. Default as a... Nice, dudes. Punish the default of you putting your turret out. Stun damage. If you see this first time, you're most likely to jump over towards the left. Once you've seen it, you're now going to jump over towards the right, so they could change it after as well. This was cool, either way. I liked it on the bonus. Punishing just a normal default. This gives me hope for Liquid that we're going to have some nice stuff.
I'd say that for anybody. I'd say that for anybody in that situation.
Who happened to be an X Alliance.
Anybody whose name was hype.
Okay. Anybody in the next game you might...
What a read. Yeah, this is the most common killjoy turret, so the chances are very high that the killjoy is going to do that.
2-0 start for Team Liquid. They've started hot. That's what we wanted to see. A couple of lighter investments, but still those Guardians pose a pretty big threat in Team Liquid's bonus round.
Reactive smoke over towards here. We got Teo damage again on the thing. Dude, did we have a stun back for that as well? Imagine getting 2 of them.
The thing is that time is still ticking. The guided salvo.
Double back his sight. Avova still has an Omen flash, so he can just stay default and flash back.
Spike even went down. Paranoia has left both players at the back completely blinded. And there's some weaknesses in the weaponry, but that doesn't seem to matter. Avova now tagged desperately low.
Okay, there was like a
But that won't help versus a headshot. And now you look at Batu, who's fantastic in the last map, but what can he really
very nice. There's some weird thing going on from Apeks here where Avova was watching window and we had a guy watching spawn, and the 2 back of sight were kind of like waiting for a flash to play, but Avova couldn't flash because he was so scared of someone swinging window, and it got yeah, it got a little bit weird. This was a lovely little bonus strat.
Maybe it wasn't safe, actually. Yeah, it did look like the plant pot was slightly covered. It just looked...
The plant pot? Yeah, it looks like it was covered. There's a small chance the plant pot, if you jump, you would survive if you timed it right. Because it's circular, but...
Like I said, the only time that Team Liquid have taken a pistol round so far, that second half of Abyss. And they went 6-1 up, an arguably better start here. But they haven't got to 6 yet, but denying that third round, putting Apeks down to low economy, where they've only got pistols. That should be a 4-0 start, but most importantly,
okay, stun with a damage, and you're hoping that the Omen TP's out into the corner. They got a couple of things that are trying to punish just the defaults that you would do, right? Turret over towards middle, and then we got Omen TP into the corner.
That salvo's already been used for some early space denial, but
would you put Battle on Sova after his pole performance? It's rough because it's like it feels like a team that has double duelist. Like it feels like a team where you want to play double duelist. So I would probably lean heavier into the Fnatic comp. I actually strongly think they might do that. Depends if Floor wants to play ISO, but I feel like the ISO would be good, man.
And after feeling out the map now for around a minute, it's eventually going to have to fall back into some form of take. And the problem, Mitch, is they've been given nothing.
Yeah, this is what I think Team Liquid did well in the previous map at times. Just forcing Apeks to, or even also on Abyss. Abyss is exactly it, yeah. Where they were forcing
Sounds looking good, but Kama can just get the damage out and damage close so no one pushes on him.
And the reveals, bits of information they can get. The stun was good, but the capitalization.
Oh boy, they really isolated Floor on site. Floor did great to get a kill, but the damage just meant that no one could actually scale him.
Just need to run the clock down here. With the weaker weapons, damage is most certainly being done. It's Kiko.
Wait, you got a pound though. You're all good.
Advantage still there for the side of Apeks, and the plant coming down with a second left on the clock. Leaves Nats to clutch it all.
Gave him a 1v1. Yeah, nicely done from Apeks. Floor getting one here is pretty wild.
That one looked just more disjointed from Liquid. Like, again, they seem to have a fairly solid read, having a couple of players at the back of the site.
Yeah, they actually didn't heavy prioritize. It was the smoke. The smoke came in late, so they were worried about people running up short. So they couldn't focus on Floor back of site, even though they isolated Floor. Yeah, I think the smoke from Kiko is just a little bit late there, because otherwise Floor gets wrecked. Like these two should get the kill between them.
This time, no salvo put down, so that space is taken, but you can see Liquid have...
Okay, lose A control. In reaction, Liquid into the drone down.
Now they can gamble a rotation a little bit earlier.
Camo's coming out to try to spot someone. Has Kiko there as well. It's a great bait if they were to peek into it. He dashes back to the A site. They maybe hunt him down, and then the opportunity.
A lot of patience from Apeks. When do they decide to double swing on this?
It's not being bitten into just yet. Apeks, in fact, having
yeah, and the longer this goes on, the longer Camo's not going to think that anyone's here.
Swing out on A long, do damage, spotting for the aggression, and that's the name of the game for Apeks. But we've seen this before.
Did we drone? Dude, did we drone see? I didn't even see it on the minimap. I don't know if it bugged out.
On the clock, you gotta make a move. And they don't know where to go. They don't know where the numbers are, and even getting
recon over towards garage. I guess there was a drone towards C that I didn't see it. And yeah, takes the timing, and Floor literally was in that pause for a whole minute, by the way. Kiko's a beast.
Not expecting a second player to be there, and now what was initially looking like the heat comes the hit.
Nice shot.
Nats,
good damage. Did 5 on that extra repeat.
And now they have to try and clear out the man who's behind them, using that ultimate to get into
yeah, that was awesome. That looked very nice from Liquid. That's all down to Kiko though, really.
In this map and the last and the one before.
It's so funny. It was like some weird patient off battle where Floor hid here for a minute, but Kiko hid here for like 1 minute 10. Yeah, because look at Avova. Avova is not expecting it at all.
So that's the problem. And then your other player is not involved in the fight. They're just executed.
Thank you, my boy.
You're spot on with that. So the fact that they weren't completely caught off guard by it, the shot still landed a little too quick, and when Kiko's on this kind of form,
okay, we got Camo with the ult, we got backup gun, and they want to go aggro, and we're going aggro middle, so we might be full sending this, by the way. What's Kiko gonna do? Push down middle, Omen flash, or it's an ult strat.
So much utility put into the corner there.
Damn, it's nice. Kiko won a 1v1 duel as well.
It's definitely become a bit awkward, but it doesn't matter when you have the support. A beautiful set play off the back of the
Armageddon. They got a lot of stuff.
And salvo. It forced them into an early fight. And you think about it, Apeks have been battling for A-Long every single round. For Fluorescent at least. We'll find one, but they have got eyes on the spike. It's going to have to be, I feel, a well-timed swing almost together. Oh, they're just going straight into the firing squad.
Oops.
Okay, not the prettiest of sprays from Nats, but they're not gonna mind.
One from Apeks can't buy. This was a nice strat. It looked a little bit better because Kiko won his 50-50 duel, and I think there was no util for this pause, but maybe I see it in the replay.
This is wonderful, though. We talked a big game about Foot and how they've been using
There's
this
the area where you try and hide reactively, otherwise you push into the 2. Okay, was this a 50-50 duel? Flash goes deep, Omen flash on top. Yeah, it's very nice though. You reactively... Where do you reactively go? You reactively go left or forwards, and then if you go forward you're dead, or you're taking the 2v2 duel. And then honestly, the Omen could even flash from middle if that happened. They came up a minimap. Yeah, they could have protocol reactions for that. It was nice. A little bit rough for Apeks, right? They had one buy round, so they got wrecked with Killjoy default with the Teo stuff, and then this one, another big buy round, so they get wrecked by an insta set strat. And Liquid are doing a good job of every single time the set strat is on like a really important round. Right, an important round that forces them down to some kind of eco, which kind of means they should win the next, which means their money gets crazy, which it is.
So I think that an investment here makes sense. Are you going to use
Rolling Thunder? Are you going to use, like, what is your protocol for when those ults get thrown in? Because by and
You're drawing on someone's face? Dude, honestly, I didn't even notice.
I wouldn't mind seeing just a full-on C-site execution with a Hunter's Fury behind it, because there's not many places to stand at the back of the C-site. I think a lot of the early aggression with Teo has been towards that A-site. I think this is definitely a spot with an opener, and so far a lot of that has been taken for free.
Pretty much a... is it pretty much a force? They have a good buy after. It's 2 people. We'll call it a force. It is a force. Instant reaction after the timeout. Late push down middle, and look at that. The timing on it was incredible. Can Patty get another? Yeah, and Nats swing off the contact. They're playing together really well. This was so nice to do after the timeout of Apeks as well. They're really on top of them. This looks horrible to play against first time. Andrew Meister, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for the 50 months. Chat, what happened to the Killjoy turret? They put the Killjoy turret middle window because they've been punished towards... Yeah, I think so. And then they shot it and they just thought they were dueling mid.
We know they've just had a moment to chat and try and fix things. Let's get up in their face, and they've been winning so many of these.
Yeah, and this push was possible because they shot the Killjoy turret early, and it may have been further back. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is really impressive to watch at the moment. It's been good.
Oh, Fluorescent caught by a little jump up by
Camo top of sight.
I like the idea here. They played 4 in mid, showed a lot of presence, even started to make
big 1v1. We were super committed with the Teo, but honestly the reactive stun is kind of nice. And then we have someone on short to swing as they're all focusing. There's a lot of like distractions. Right, there's a lot of off of my contact with your swinging. We've seen it back-to-back rounds. Contact here, you swing. Contact bomb mid, Nat swings. Like they're always making sure they're getting trades to stay ahead.
One kill could get the lockdown, but you have to feel that's only going to be utilized if this round.
Does Cameron not see the legs here? Is the one-way so low that you can't see him?
Even does the deed himself, leaving of over, stuck in the corner. There's only really one place left that he could be. Could teleport to the other side of the map, but realistically,
and dude, Kiko swinging 12 HP, hits the shot as well.
This man gets tagged to 12 HP. I'm like, you're gonna want to kill him.
There you go.
He comes out with a double that in both cases were high impact kills.
You know, your trade is you've denied them mid control. So you deny Team Liquid's mid control early on. You put a key player down to 12 HP. And how does that scenario end? You lose Fluorescent. You lose a big player right at the start of the round. Camo, good decision making. to do the updraft. Then they go back. Okay, hopefully
Everything's working incredibly well.
they've taken space. We
A
can punish that.
lot of
But
ults
just
for
enough
Apex, but you
space
gotta hope
that
they wouldn't
still
use them
have
all
round
in the
wide
eco,
on,
right?
ready on long and short for that pounce.
We got a punish
This
set
is
up now
really
over towards
textbook
short.
life for
Contact
Team
into
Liquid.
stun,
Every
into
fight.
damage.
And Apeks,
Yeah, and the
easy
Omen
round.
needs to
Salvo's
TP
on
out of
his way
there.
with the stun, and
Avova?
Avova just
Oof,
about makes it out
just,
back to
dude.
the
Look at the
shroud.
damage it did, chat. Down to 10 HP, down to 55 HP. We got a stun, it hits this pulse, it hit this pulse. Where both of them have been liking to go. Yeah, this is the stuff that the Teos is like incredible at doing, just fighting map control. Like they do some kind of default and you kind of want them to do that because you can punish them. Nuts is in trouble in theory, but you're not checking the corner. Take it all day.
But when you do walk into his setup, it normally ends in death. Malzy, last man standing, can't get a single thing done. 8-1 again. Clean from the side of Liquid.
The Teo stuff's really good
Did
right now.
see a sort of
Yeah,
late
it's had a lot of
response in the
thought
last
behind
round
it.
from Liquid
The breach
when
just
Apeks
makes
took a
it
massive lead,
great.
but realistically, again, I've just not seen anything that makes me think that's going to happen.
Is Apex crumbling? It's just going up against new stuff for the first time. It's what I was saying earlier on another stream. Like if you have a new comp and it has like a good thought process behind it, you should pretty much always be winning the map. Don't really care who you're playing against. Unless there's like a big skill disparity.
Dropped at the start of the last couple rounds. Fluorescent hasn't had a chance to shine. A lot of ultimates here for Apeks. Whether that's going to be the difference maker or not remains to be seen.
I think a lot of credit needs to be given to Paditek. How he's been playing. Oh, just look at the deep position.
Okay, what's the reaction for Camo on this one? Because he's on an island.
Wins this battle versus Hype. It just,
Moves
even if
away
it
from the
comes down
angle
to
over
retake,
towards
this is
site
a
in case
spot that
they're
needs to be
getting over
cleared.
towards site.
Two players currently going in this direction. They're clearing the angle up close. Camo knows that they're
Crouch. Wait, no bullets hit there? That crouch is crazy.
It's not like there's any ultimates.
Wait, that's pretty
really
easy
on that
lineup for the
defensive
spawn
side.
run out.
Okay, Nats can reveal where they are, but I think once they planted, there'll probably be a fairly educated guess as to where they are anyway.
Well, yeah,
4 ults. There is no way they lose this. It would have to heavily misplay.
Guided salvo online for Kamek to try to rob back some space. Fluorescent down to 14 HP. She's been tagged up in 2 engagements. Stunned now as well, but she's not out of the round just yet. There it is. The kill found. Avova helping out, and Team Liquid finally.
And they only use one ult.
Jump over. It's Paditek 1v5.
All right, it's about trying to get 4.
Locked in now.
His credits are maxed out. Not just going to throw the weapon away, of course.
What map do I like Teo on? Pretty much every map.
Can take a gun or two away.
So strong.
Isn't going to be the case. Very clean round as well for Apeks. The best possible way that they could break back in this match. But again, you kind of look at this one and ask
Has
the
Paditek
question
got 1 death, by the
whether or
way?
not it's
Did I see
something
that
can be
right?
repeated. You have a complete gamble over on the A side of the map. You have Camo as that solo player taking what was a fairly risky fight. And then the site completely under your control with no ultimates to get back into it. That's probably not going to happen again, especially over these next couple of rounds. And with Nats now having an operator,
That
I
is
feel
right.
like he is almost destined to be some
We're on the
sort of
11th
site
round.
actor. 2 operators, in fact.
Yeah, the double
Okay,
up
damage
with the enemy,
early.
lots of money.
Again, in the line in case the Omen's
Paditek
TPing
didn't
out.
drop one, he has
and they use the
8,700
stun.
credits, and Nats
I'm
has
not.
0.
You would have to path to the
Squad
left
after this round anyways.
in main to dodge
Don't like the
everything.
economy management. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, Liquid have 3 here.
Bova has to get out. Yeah, it cancels the ultimate. At least spots one. They
Kiko,
know
you
the
wanna go
Kiko's
for a
close.
play?
They still have to root him from position. Fluorescent focused elsewhere, drops one, turns to help.
But honestly, I thought he was going to try something with TP.
And Apeks will still make it to the site. Kamek on his way in. He has a gap. And he'll have a 1v1 in a second, but Hype's the one to
Okay,
win.
I mean the
Camo
4
all
dream with a pistol is still very doable.
Saving it. They've got the money. There's no question of winning it either. 3 found for Apeks. They are starting to heat up towards the end of the half, at least.
You think playing
Yeah, they're giving
Killjoy's useless
themselves a
because of the
lifeline,
Teo?
especially if they can
If you
take
know you're
pistols,
up
then
against the
there's
Teo, I
definitely
mean,
an
I wouldn't be
opportunity to get back
using
into this game.
the Killjoy, or at least you gotta look. No, honestly, you can still do it. I think it's okay. You just gotta be smarter.
We've seen this half going in the way of Team Liquid.
But you're gonna have you just gotta have to engage the brain a little bit more. The thing with this map is like double info is so important, right? Alarm bot and the turret. Because normally you would just switch the Vice in, but only having the wall can. Damn, camo. Only having the only having the wall can be pretty brutal, even though the flash kind of works at info, but it's just not the same.
But with Hype and back to having to recover this last round with 3 ultis online for Liquid too, that granted might not have huge impact, but if Nats can manage to find a body, they've got massive information to play around in the late half, or late round I should say. It's already the late half. And even if Hype uses this lockdown, I think its best use might even be as a fake to buy space for his teammate, or perhaps the post.
But Nats getting up, they have so much money. Just wanted to get the kill, Venom crossed.
This position does.
Well, we can literally just damage that one, so they gotta speed up. Doesn't give you much space on that. Still got a trip. Here comes the ult. You gotta stop that plant. Yeah, very, very nice. So, that's hard to play against. Shout out to Liquid. This was this had a lot of thought behind it, and the rounds that they had were all played at the right time.
Beautiful setup from Kamek. Love to see that utility in play. Great usage of the agent. Let's see how half 2 fares after the break.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Why a team still playing Killjoy when Teo exists? I mean, in Apex's defense here, this is the first Teo we've seen on Haven out of every region on Haven. Like, it's not like it's a normal pick. No one's been playing it. You can't predict the future. Also, you gotta remember that Teo was added 10 to 12 days before the game, before like your game started. Like to try change all of your. Imagine you play Killjoy in like 7 maps or like 5 out of 7 maps. You meant to just change everything up in 12 days. Like something's gonna be off on the gamble that someone might play a Teo on a map that most people aren't playing it on in practice. Like you gotta put your head in the team POV. It's just not viable to do it and have it in a good situation. I mean, it was rough for the teams and the players. It's very fun for us to watch. But yeah, being it's a horrible curveball for the teams. You got a lot to, like, I imagine those 12 days were mayhem. Probably relatively fun for people that like to innovate, but at the same time, mayhem.
There is a lot to report home about for their defensive side. Let's see if it's going to be the same for Apeks. Remember, the loser of this map. Well, that's the end of kickoff for them. Yeah, they go home.
4 rounds. That's all.
Almost 2 months off.
A pistol victory for Liquid, and we could be saying goodnight to Apeks. As said, it's been a tough one for them getting.
Yeah, this is a must-win pistol.
Obviously, he flew in this morning. If you didn't know how close his arrival was, but even still, they would have hoped that last place, joint last.
Western Sky last year, very similar.
Direct take already for Liquid.
Yeah, different stuff you have to change, but still very similar. I would argue the Sky change was probably worse.
So easily by the guided salvo. Wow, post plant. Just think about it. He could have that back online already in a matter of seconds.
It won't be long. Patatek opening this.
Gotta get some trades here. With no smoke to dash out into. Oh, bro, it's gonna be rough.
They'll be grouped up right about now. Paranoia in response to one of their own, and it's a big play for Team Liquid. Double the numbers of Apeks, and this pistol round, it carries so much weight. That weight now on Fluorescent's shoulders. 40 health, and the guided salvo. It should put this one to bed. The cam's destroyed, but the time has already been bought, and now it's done and dusted. Team Liquid.
Very nice. I like the call once they got enough kills, they made sure the smoke was dead to just get off site and play the after plant.
You see it used to clear the site initially, and I was just watching. Kamek initially manages to get one of the kills just here, and as he's backing off, they know the timing. It's going to come straight back online.
It's I do think just a little extra time on the recharge would have put the agent into a good balance, right? If it was like 50 seconds or 55 seconds, so you can't X-Sec and then have it for the afterplant if you delay enough, so you have to like choose one or the other, then I don't think it would be fully broken. Let's see what they see. Hits like damage. So relatively simple, but you can obviously hold for them to jump up, or and then the dash would see in the corner as well. Yeah, this doesn't have to be that complicated, to be fair to them. They save the Omen Flash as well for the fast flood in. You can see Omen Flash go in, you can see Omen Flash go back maybe, but I would say Kiko's position isn't great. I would like him on default here.
Some of that same flair from Apeks should be forgiven though, with the risks not being taken. Now it's only classics.
So like an Omen Flash at spawn right now would be beautiful. Very nice. Everyone dueling together as soon as they hit the over towards the site. Smoke went over towards long, and everyone from Liquid just pushed through to back up their team.
For Apeks, this is you know, we talk about uphill battles. Maybe a timeout now would be good.
Yeah, the worry as well is that.
But if they do a Phoenix change and they make Teo stun, the signature, and the damage normal ability, would it wreck him? Might wreck him. Because then it's not like the best bit of util for trying to take map controller as a default, and then do you want to invest that for default? I think the recharge being damaged is kind of fine, if as long as it's balanced right. It makes him way more balanced. I'm not sure you would use him though.
Again, it forces you out in the open, and he is being chased. Camo hot in his heels, picks him up,
And he's not good in ranked, so not gonna have good rank stance. Okay, nice little flood in towards the site though. Smokes to block vision, hold back a site heavy. This was good.
To eliminate the last player. There we go, Apeks. Around on the board. And a long distance to go.
It was a pacey attempt.
Kill recharge. I mean, they normally save that for duelists though. It doesn't fit the bill.
Adapt it slightly. I think Hype does well to sort of just hold his ground long enough. I do think that's going to be one of those things.
Why is he not good in ranked? He's a combo agent.
Almost looking at it and going, okay, I can survive at least a moment to try and take those fights. For now, though, I'm seeing an attempted early stun setup towards the A site, but I don't think it's likely to connect on too much.
Well, this is the thing. Last round we saw the same thing, a big push up behind, and I think that was read by Team Liquid. They saw that when they put Presence in on C, A was pushed, and Fluorescent went all the way
Okay,
through.
pressure
Now,
over towards C, trying to...
They make Presence here on long, and then try to take down
Might have to get one more.
That will not be as easy as you might think.
Fake dash was nice, but Nats was on top of it. Holy Hype, you've absolutely done it. You might have given them some belief.
With Nats the only man standing, I think this would be an ace for him.
Okay, Liquid, money in the bin. 2-4 loss bonus on top of what they got, so like 2,600, 2,800, around there.
You've done the same thing 3 times in a row. So you try and sell the fake and then go in the other direction, but
there's hope. After the Fnatic game we saw, yeah. And if they watched it as well, they feel like they could do the same.
Fluorescent does incredibly well, because even a 1-for-1 trade there, and that is a quick push in towards the A site. She'll come into this next round not only having an Outlaw, but also having the Blade Storm, which definitely
good early timeout.
A little bit more exciting. But
they can definitely talk about... It's an eco that can have a good talk about just not messing up here, just being smart, getting ults online. Like these ults on attack should secure you rounds, especially the breach.
Don't want to allow their opponents to get back into the game like they did on the last map. But this round, well,
Stingers, the EU Stingers.
You got the Armageddon already. Rolling Thunder very close. Blade Storm 2 away.
Flo gets out the Outlaw. Can one-shot everyone.
For Team Liquid, I mean, this is exactly the same situation that they found themselves in on that last map. It's why they call that timeout so early, like you said. Big lead, 11-3. That's where they were down in the 3 last time. They almost made the comeback happen. The early timeout to make sure that the same opportunity is not given to their opponents. The Blade Storm for Fluorescent, a scary thought.
Okay, and they want to just go for the C hit, but this time they probably invest the
It's an exclusive
Omen
look.
flash at the very least. Probably gonna be same, right? Double damage, double
Looking for
damage.
12. Team Liquid setting their sights on C again. This time there's no
Stun.
fake. It's a direct
Oh,
approach.
we changed up our damage. Double back of
Trying to
sight.
clear out that back sight.
Bird of Ova.
Ova has moved back.
He heard him running back into the site. The 1-for-1's not too bad, and they got over towards site. It's just Jules now. Damn. It's back to back from hype, looking crazy good.
Fluorescent with one. That'll be his ultimate online for the next round, and Fluorescent didn't even need to pop the blade.
Gets his killjoy ult, and most people feel like they can
It's an important round as well.
retake A with a killjoy ult, but they can't really be doing that with a Teo, so they need to fight A a little bit more. And at the same time, they're gonna, I mean, there's gonna have to be a lot of talk about A at the moment because Liquid have a breach ult, and breach ult is just the freebie to getting over towards A. I want to see something proactive from Apeks here. Yeah, they go for the DRX 4-person duel.
Of this Armageddon when it came to that previous
With Rolling
half.
Thunder as well.
Attack side, Rolling Thunder, breach
Yeah,
stuns
and
as
then
well.
late
They're
Omen
just
flash,
pushing into
stun,
sight.
jet
Seems like it'll be
dash.
easier to use. Apex getting ahead of the
Oh,
problem.
Jet
They're
has
pushing
AWP.
up short. Camo good for the
Not
first
sure how the
stun.
crunch works when you have
Slows
AWP.
down. Fluorescence waiting patiently
But
for
if you
that
hit shots, you hit
opportunity, and
shots.
there it is. Converted onto Patatek, and the numbers now favoring Apex.
And Rolling Thunder's gone. Like,
Yeah, that was the main thing. That was the main thing that they needed to do. It's a good sign from Apeks. Can't sit back, turtle A site. You're going to tank the ult. Not going to have enough util to, well, not going to force out enough util so that their afterplant's too strong.
The IGO of Nats work the map, try and find a gap for himself and his battle versus hype. Could be something integral. It's just the fact that he's got this far. It definitely makes me nervous. You can see that Molsey is starting to spot back towards B, but he's
Yeah, and
holding
they've cut
B.
sound
I
over
don't think
towards
he
A.
expects anybody to have gone this far forward.
Dude, Nats is just like, where is everyone?
Holding that angle. But the problem is he might not get a chance to use it. It depends. If Nats goes towards him here, it's a death sentence. But he's seeing C sides wide open.
Yeah,
look
and
at
he
the
and he
movement.
saw
They're going down over
the
towards
he saw
A.
the attempt of
They're
just
immediately realizing
triggering
that
the
there's
mollies
no
at a
need to
random
commit to that
time,
inside push. The rotations have come in. C
and
is
you
wide open.
normally
And so
get a
the
bit of a
strike
heads
will
up that
make
no
its way
one's
there.
there
The
for that.
plant will be found.
Damage
They
over to,
assume
oh, this was
that
cool.
there's
Damage
players
over
on long,
towards
because
long
why
to
would
force him
this
out
much of
into
the
this
map be
angle
open?
that
Could be
Nats was
Apex's
holding.
benefit, though.
Yeah, they've got the
I mean, they
lockdown.
could have
think
hit
that's
here,
the
but
reason they're willing to
it was
give
still a
this up
nice idea.
completely is they can clear a lot of
Nats is
those
going for a
positions,
play.
but Nats, he doesn't want to allow
Dude,
them
you
to
still have an
put it
attack
down
trip.
in the
Also, if
first
he gets a
place.
kill, he
He's
gets
gonna
his
try and
ult.
get ahead of any of that utility. It's something that surely has to be expected. Dart through, they don't realize how close he is. It's a good trade, but then Kiko's
Some
here as
low
well.
HP,
Liquid
25 and
fantastically
6.
to turn this back and just look at the HP. 6 and 25, make that 0. And now
Wow,
just
very
one
nice
standing,
from
but
Liquid on
she won't
this.
last
Shout
much
out to
longer.
Nats. Realized he was the person to take all the space, make a play here.
Kiko's individual skill, but mostly Nats on that lurk.
Well, the start of both maps, Tom, it felt like Apex had slammed the door shut.
What do you think
in
about
Team Liquid's
giving the
face
idea for Teo
and
max
turned
4
the
of the
key
salvos?
Somehow,
You can use
Team
like
Liquid,
2
they
at the
cracked
beginning
that
and then
bunker
2,
back in the
1,
game.
1.
They're leading. They need one round.
It could be a good idea if the time. Honestly, I would go lower. I would probably say like 3, and that would be kind of cool. You can do 1 every single time. The problem is you'd have to have a cooldown so you can't spam in an afterplant. But honestly, I don't mind the idea. I think 4 would be too many.
From the position in Garage, Team Liquid
Kind of shows how strong it is at the moment.
lost Patatek early. They didn't use that Rolling Thunder to close out the
But yeah,
round.
I wouldn't be
So
mad if they did
that's
that.
even gonna be on the
Alright,
board
6
as well.
chances
There is
for
so
Apeks, and it's a
much
shame
to
because
discuss
the
here from
overall
Apex.
barrier
So
down
many
idea was really
dangers
good from
that
them.
await them, and it's not just in
But
this
now they're going to
coming
have to do
round.
something aggro
6
again
in
because
a
we've got a
row.
breach
Perfection
ult.
is what they have
And
to
they
aim
showed
for.
the aggro
They
A,
can't
so
be
most
even
likely
mark
they're going to
shot.
push down middle.
It's looking like their ex-player.
It's probably a little
might
bit
be
too
there
obvious.
undoing. Kiko again. I like that. I've mentioned it already. I'll say it once more. His role swap onto controller has been so impressive. Like, I feel
You're talking about
each
Kiko?
time we've watched
Yeah,
him, he
it's been
showed a
really
mastery
good.
of the abilities, but
He's
also
looking like one of the better smokers
very much
in the
able to
EMEA.
brag every single time, be it on the Astra, which is the one I do feel like is the most difficult to switch over, but especially on this Omen. Like, it just looks like he's having fun with it. Batu, not so much, having a rough time. He's opted to switch over to the Odin. Potential hit, and that hit.
I mean, that did
landed.
hit.
Kamek's down to 32 HP.
That was absolutely lovely. A nice idea. Kamek still, though, drawing air for now.
Oh, you waited a little bit. Patty, what'd you do? Yes, this is nice. Waited a little bit, so it's like the plant's going down, but if he commits, then he's dead. Spam on the left of it as well. I like that. Do you think people can do that more? Killjoy goes in. We got no nice shot. Nice shots. Dude, look at him. He's taking over the map.
5 seconds left until guided salvo comes back online. That's going to deny a defuse. It's coming in. It should be. Defuse is already
yes, rough one for Malzy.
They have stuck, but they did not. And now Malzy has to make this work with the operator. Limited time.
Very, very nice. Alright, Kiko is impressive. Kiko is super impressive. And this whole Haven was really nice as well, to be fair. You play against that first time, you're going to lose, in my opinion.
There's a few sort of crossovers between these orgs. The partners of